Welcome to PreMath. In this video, we have got this green shaded triangle APT fully confined in a square ABCD, as you can see in this given diagram, such that the area of this green shaded triangle has been given to us as 80 centimeter square. And moreover, this perpendicular ET passes through this green triangle, such that this segment EF is 6 centimeter. And now our task is to calculate the area of this blue square ABCD. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. And please keep in mind that this figure may not be 100% true to the scale. Let's go ahead and get started. And here's our very first step. Let's focus on this blue square ABCD. I'm going to label its side length as lowercase a. Since all the side lengths are equal, that means this side is going to be a, lowercase a, and lowercase a across the board. And now let's focus on this green shaded triangle APT. And we can see that this green shaded triangle consists of two triangles. One is this triangle AFT, and the other triangle is FPT. So therefore we can write that the green triangle APT area is going to be equal to the sum of these two individual areas of triangle FTP and the other triangle AFT, as you can see in this given equation. Before we proceed any further, let me go over the basic concepts. Let's focus on this rectangle, and let's assume this side is the base. I'm going to write down the base of this rectangle, and this side is the height of this rectangle. And now let's focus on this blue triangle. As you can see over here, its base is this side and the height is h. And now we are going to focus on this red triangle. And we can see its base is this side as well, and the height is h as well. And since both of these triangles have the same base and the same height, so therefore we conclude that the area of both of these triangles is going to be same. Let's assume the area of this blue triangle is uppercase A, then the area of this red triangle is going to be uppercase A as well. And now we are going to draw some auxiliary lines to make our job simple. So therefore I'm going to connect this point F with this vertex C, as you can see in this next step. And now let's focus on this triangle FTP. We are talking about this green shaded triangle FTP and the other triangle FCT. And we can see the area of the triangle FTP is going to be equal to the area of the triangle FCT. Since both of these triangles have the same base and they have the same height as well. And now we are going to connect these points F and D as well, as you can see in this next step. And now we are going to focus on this green shaded triangle AFT, and we are going to focus on this other triangle FDT. We are talking about this triangle, and we can see the area of the triangle AFT is going to be equal to the area of the other triangle FDT. Since both of these triangles have the same base and they have the same height as well. So thus we are ended up with these two equations, and we are going to add these two equations. I'm going to add the left hand sides and the right hand sides as well, as you can see in this next step. And now let's focus once again on this left hand side and focus on this equation once again. The green triangle APT area is equal to the sum of these two individual areas. So therefore on the left hand side, this whole thing represents the green shaded triangle area. And now let's focus on the right hand side of this equation. we can see that this triangle FCT is this triangle, whereas the triangle FDT is this other triangle. And if we add both of these triangles, we are going to get this big triangle FCD. So therefore the sum of these two individual triangle areas is going to be equal to the triangle FCD area, isn't it? As you can see in this next equation, the green shaded triangle area is going to be equal to the triangle FCD area. And we know the area of this green shaded triangle is 80. So I'm going to substitute this side by 80 centimeter square. So thus the area of this whole triangle FCD turns out to be 80 centimeter square. And now let's focus on this triangle FCD. We are talking about this triangle FCD. And now let's make an observation. We can see that this whole ET length is going to be equal to this BC length of this square. If this side is lowercase a, then this ET length is going to be lowercase a as well. And we know our this EF segment length is 6. So therefore this remaining side FT is going to be lowercase a minus 6. So this is going to be, I can write over here, lowercase a minus 6. So thus we can see the height of this triangle FCD turns out to be a minus 6, whereas the base of this triangle is lowercase a. And now let's recall the area of a triangle formula. Area is always equal to a half times base times the height. So therefore our triangle FCD area is going to be a half times the base is lowercase a, and the height of the triangle is lowercase a minus 6. However, we know that the triangle FCD area is 80. So I'm going to substitute the area of this triangle FCD on the left hand side by 80 centimeter square, as you can see in this next step. And now I'm going to remove this fraction by multiplying 2 on both sides. And here we are ended up on the left hand side 160 equals to this 2, and 1 divided by 2 are gone. And here I'm going to distribute these one, that is going to give us a square minus 6 times a. And now I'm going to move this 160 on the other side. So therefore we are ended up with the a square minus 6 a minus 160 equal to 0. So thus we are ended up with this quadratic equation a square minus 6a minus 160 equal to 0. And we are going to solve it by grouping and factoring. And now let's focus on this constant 160. Just disregard this negative sign. So I can write 160 over here, and this could be broken down to 16 times 10. And if we subtract these two numbers, we are going to get 6, and that's what we got, 6 in the middle. So therefore we can tweak this middle part, as you can see in this next step. And we can see between first two terms a is in common, so I can factor out a. So we got a minus 16, and between last two terms we got plus 10 is in common, so we got a minus 16 equal to 0. And here we can see a minus 16 and a minus 16, they're in common. So therefore we can write a minus 16 times a plus 10 equal to 0. And now we are going to separate these two factors. For this first equation, a value turns out to be positive 16, and for this second equation, a turns out to be negative 10. And here we can see a equals to negative 10 scenario is not possible, since a represents the side length. So therefore we are going to reject this negative value, and we are going to accept a equals to positive 16. So thus the side length of this square lowercase a turns out to be 16 centimeter. And here's our final step. Now we are going to calculate the area of this blue square ABCD. And now let's recall the area of a square formula. Area is always equal to s square, where s represents the side length of the square. So therefore the area of this blue square is going to be 16 whole square, since our side length is 16. So therefore this blue square area turns out to be 256 centimeter square. So thus after all the calculations and manipulations, the area of this blue square turns out to be 256 centimeter square. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.